it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. On second down, a run with Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw. Heineke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Here we go. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. The tight end in motion right.
Hey, John. I got this.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here we go.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here we go. One, Omaha. Well, here we go.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now a play fake. Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second and 8 coming up.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Again, McCaffrey. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This one a little slow to get cooking, just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Here's McLeod on the return. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Garoppolo now. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Garoppolo.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
Down right around the 25. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will tie us at 3-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
21.
On play action, it's Garoppolo.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that,
you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. I wonder if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
11, 11, 11, 11. 13, 13. 21, 21.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
55, 55.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up the big one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
13, 13.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. That's caught by Jennings. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo toward the pylon, caught, touchdown! George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
McLeod to return it. Bulldozes past him. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And he'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's second and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Heineke. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On second and 2, Heineke. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Down the left sideline. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Heineke now. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Commanders 10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
First and 10 at their own 16.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
21. 13.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Robinson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Buying, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll try to run with Robinson.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This a 27-yard attempt here.
Sly able to put this one through.
And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback in his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Finding Samuel. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here.
Garoppolo to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Heineke. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.